Okay, so before it, have you done with your working, Thomas? Have you done? Have you worked? I mean, oh, is, is my voice audible?
Okay.
Okay, is my voice audible, Thomas?
I worked this morning. I worked, but I only started this job last month.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because your voice is up and down. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait,
I
make sure
can
your
hear
signal
you
is good.
perfectly. Is my signal not good?
Yes. Okay. So is my voice audible
I've got 4G.
clearly? Is my voice clearly?
Yes, you're fine.
Okay. As I would like to begin with the first
Yes,
questions. And then the question
it's
is,
fine. It's good.
okay, the questions.
Mhm.
Have you ever been going abroad or encountered with foreigners in certain of times? Could you please tell from which country and how long did you encounter with this foreigner?
Well, I'm currently traveling in Martinique, which is an overseas department of France,
Okay.
located in the Caribbean between Dominica and St. Lucia.
Okay.
And which means when I'm here and I'm working in a school, I'm meeting many different people who are Martinican. Martinican people are traditionally descended from Africans who came here during the slave trade and worked in sugar plantations. However, they were freed over 200 years ago, and
Hmm?
now Martinique is an essential department of France with Creole culture, and everybody speaks both Creole and French.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Thomas, for your answer. It's a good answer, and it's a good experience that you're going to abroad and then meet new people as well in the new country. And then so I go
Mm-hmm.
to the next question and the second questions.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, did you experience a culture shock during the time you were communicating with the foreigner? Please tell further what culture shock did you experience? Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm still dealing with culture shock, probably. Although because I have traveled to France a few times before, and it is a bit
Okay.
similar, I think it's all right. But there are, for example, some things that you have to think about. For example, when I take a bus here, normally in Australia, you press the button to get off the bus, but you have to tell the driver here when you want to stop. And it means sometimes they have to yell across the bus, which I'm not
Really?
used to. And all of a sudden, people are yelling all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hmm. Oh my
that's
God.
how it worked.
It's good. Okay.
um, some other things is the food very good. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you, Thomas, with your answer. Nice answer. And then, when we are talking about
Mm-hmm.
culture shock
Thank you.
in other country, it's such as what is that? It's our we do dealing, right? So we are talking about culture shock when so you talk about in Caribbean, right? The culture shock of Caribbean, right? Caribbean people.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. So we go to the next questions, number three. And before I uh give you the question, please make sure Your signal is good. Okay, please.
Okay. I don't know how to change my signal.
Okay, thank you. Sorry,
And,
we go
and
ahead. Sorry. Okay, the question is, how did you feel about the culture shock you experienced with the foreigner? Did it affect your relation with the foreigner?
well, I am always interested to learn about new people.
Hmm.
And the more different somebody is to me, the more I want to know about their life and their upbringing. So I think it's encouraged me to make friends while I'm here. And I've met a variety of people from all over the place. So I think it brings me closer to people. Sure, language barriers are difficult, and often you are exhausted after interacting with foreigner people for a long time because you're having to think really hard about the language you're speaking and whether what you're doing is appropriate. But even then, the more you do it and the more you get used to it, the more you enjoy it. And eventually you'll have so many connections in one spot that you'll feel like you're part of the community.
Okay, thank you, Thomas, for your answer. And then we go to the next questions. The question is, what solution did you finally come up with this culture shock? And how did you finally adapt to it?
Mhm. My solution has been to be as friendly as possible and try to force myself into as many uncomfortable situations as I can. So if somebody invites me to do something, I'll always say yes to it. And that way I'll have a range of good and bad experiences, but it means that I am always out there. I'm not staying home and I'm making connections.
Okay, good then. The answer, it's
Mhm.
it's a good solution. See, it's a good solution that have to come up when you come to the new abroad, when you come to the abroad and then meet the native of that country,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the last question. This is the last questions. Okay, what lesson learned you have got from that culture shock?
Um, the lesson I learned was that everybody is the same on the inside and everybody is excited to meet new people and talk to new people.
Mhm.
And even if you have to say, if you persist and ask the right questions, then in the end, you'll become friends.
Okay, it's good answer, and then it's a good lesson that uh, that you have got from the native of
Mhm.
the country. Okay, maybe those or my
Mhm.
questions. Yeah, and then it's talking about
Okay.
culture shock, and then I just ask questions. One is more question. It is not the question of my midterm test. Okay, this is my question that I have
Okay.
to learn from you as well, because
Mhm.
you are a traveler, you are a backpacker, you go
Yeah.
to what is that abroad, not only one country but two or more country that you have traveled there, right? In Caribbean, and then
Yeah.
what country that you have
I,
traveled?
I also went to Indonesia in 2019,
Yeah,
which
you
was
met
good.
me the first our first meeting, right? In Indonesia with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. We talked about
In Jogja,
that was
in
good.
Prambanan Temple. Borobudur Temple.
Yeah.
Borobudur Temple. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
And then in the
In
Indonesia and Caribbean, and then
yeah, in the Caribbean, I went to Puerto Rico last week.
Puerto Rico, Caribbean,
Yep.
then
Loop.
after Puerto Rico.
I've been to New Zealand and China and
Oh,
Taiwan,
wow.
Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar,
Oh, the last
and France,
Myanmar. Okay. Oh,
Spain.
Okay, you traveled in Asian country, right? It's like Myanmar and then China and Thailand. Have you traveled
Yeah.
in Thailand?
Yes, yes, I've been to
Yeah,
Thailand.
Thailand. And then have you traveled in Brunei? Brunei
No, I
Darussalam?
haven't. I have not been to Brunei.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Right. In the
It's very
Philippines,
small.
have you traveled?
Not to the Philippines.
Not.
Not to
Okay.
the Philippines. But that one would take a month at least.
Okay. You know, in the Puerto Rico and Caribbean, have you traveled alone as a
No,
backpacker on or with
I
your
only
friends?
arrived in the Caribbean for the first time at the start of October.
Oh,
So I've had a month and a half here, and I'm living in Martinique and working here. I've got a job. So I'm spending most of the time in Martinique. I've only left to go to Puerto Rico and Guadeloupe.
oh,
Hmm.
okay. What's give me permission. I just want to ask, what is your professional job? Professional job? Are you
I am
backpacker and then you got the money from backpacker?
no. I got money as I'm working in a school here, and I'm teaching English in the school.
Wow, you teaching English? Good then. You are like
That is,
teacher. It's like me. You
yeah.
know, in Indonesia here, like English tutor, English teacher as
Hmm.
well. And now, I teach in Islamic boarding school.
Okay.
So I
Oh,
teach
no.
English every day, and then I teach all things about English, then the
Hmm.
structure, and then speaking, listening, writing, and etc. And all
Yeah.
about English.
Oh,
And
wow.
not only English, I actually, because I like mathematics, sometimes I teach mathematics and chemistry as well.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, that's really good. Which city are you in?
What?
Which city are you in?
Uh, in Bekasi.
Bagasti. Where's that?
Hmm. West Java, Indonesia.
Okay. Near Jakarta.
Okay. So, do you teach in your country in Australia?
No. I'm a student in Australia, but I'm working in a school here. I'm working in a college, which is middle school, and
Hmm.
in a lycée, which is a high school.
Oh, in the middle
And the
school. Okay.
people here speak French. So I speak French to them and also English.
Oh my God. So can you speak French as well? So you can
Yeah.
French. Okay, can you teach me about French? So maybe it's one sentence. How to wait a minute. Let me think. How to say good morning in French?
Bon matin.
Bon matin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how to say what is that? I miss you in English in French?
Tu me manques.
Simimok. Okay. And
Yeah.
then how to say I want to eat?
Je veux manger.
I want to. Okay. I can learn French a little bit because of you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Thomas.
Yeah. That's okay. It'll be
But
good.
when I listen French language, it's a little bit harder than English, right? You know,
Hmm.
because the
So
pronunciation as well, in
yeah,
French is a little bit harder than
yeah,
English
it is.
pronunciation.
You need to listen to it a lot, I think, to understand it properly. Um, and even my accent is not great, but it's getting
Oh,
better the more I live here. So it's okay. But I only speak
okay.
English and French. I want to learn Spanish.
Spanish?
Yes.
Do you want to learn Indonesia as well? I will teach you.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That'll be good.
That'll be good. Okay. Thank
Mhm.
you, Thomas, for having meeting conference and video conference with you. With
No
me, I
problem.
mean. So, without you, maybe I cannot pass my midterm test. So I do thanks for you. Thank you very much. You have
No problem.
helped me for pass my midterm test examination. And then
Okay.
maybe that's all for
Okay.
tonight because here is middle night, and it's time to take a rest and it's time to sleep. I'm going to sleep
Yep.
because I'm so sleepy right now.
Yeah. That's a
Okay,
good idea.
so see you in the next meeting,
Thank
Thomas.
you.
And before
See
I
you.
close this meeting, hope you
Hmm.
have a big smile and then style up to you freestyle, and then I will have to take a picture.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
Cheese. Okay, thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.